This week's word of the week is reverence. Reverence is when you show a deep respect to someone or something. At English Martyrs, we show respect to many different people and things, including our parents, our families, our friends, our teachers, our priests, our community, our environment, our global friends, and the list goes on. However, on Sunday, we celebrated the feast of the Most Holy Trinity, which celebrates God in three persons, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. During our life as Christians, we are called to show reverence and respect for God our Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit at all times. And we can do this in many ways. One is by following the second of the 10 Commandments and never talking about God disrespectfully. Some other ways that we can show reverence are these three things I have on my pieces of paper. So I've drawn 3 pictures to kind of represent each one. The first one is showing respect by keeping the rules of lockdown. Now this is really important because obviously we want to go back to school, but we can't do that if we don't keep the rules, because then the infection rates will spread and then we can't go back to school for a longer amount of time. So for my first image, I've got, you can still have conversations with your friends because that helps you stay connected, but then you've got to socially distance, so they're 2 meters, which is good, because if you're not socially distancing, then if you do have the virus, then it might, you can catch it easier. The second one is socially distancing with no more than 6 people. Now here there are 8 people, which is naughty, but yeah, that also helps the rates of infection spread, which we don't want. And then I've got here, cover your mouth or your nose when you're sneezing or coughing, because the germs will fly everywhere if you don't. And then finally I've got show love to all in the world. And then I've drawn an earth with a love heart around it. For my second one, I've got showing reverence to our world. Now this is really important because God trusts us, and that's why he's given us the world. So I've drawn a picture of an earth with 2 sides, and the good side is doing the things that we can do to conserve our world, like I've put at the bottom, help conserve our world. And then the bad side is the things that make our earth more like a wasteland or a rubbish dump. So on the good side I put planting trees and recycling, and that also links with this one of landfills. Now landfills are where rubbish gets taken and it just, or like plastic and things like that, it just gets taken and dumped in a heap. And plastic takes a long time to break down, so it just keeps filling up and up. And then I've got polluting, which damages the ozone layer and keeps more heat in than we need, and it's melting the icebergs so the polar bears don't have their home. And then for my third picture I've got we are all equal. Now that's in the way that we are all equal, that because God made us all, and he didn't make us to be nasty and unkind, he made us to be loving and kind. So I've put here, respect others even if they speak a different language to you. So I've put here, somebody's saying hola and somebody's respecting them and not saying, oh, you've got weird language. They're saying, how are you? Obviously in their language. Because even if somebody doesn't speak the same way as you, they might like the same things as you, and you might actually get on really well. And then I've got respect others even if they don't look like you. So I've got 2 people here and they don't look like each other, but they could still be friends because God made us to be one together. So that's one of them. And then I put here stay united, because that's really important in this time, to stay united and work together and help each other. And then for my last one I put don't judge, because if you judge somebody then they're not gonna feel they're going to feel sad, and we don't want to make people feel sad. Bye.